Was saying about rebelling, and what Adonis was saying was kind of like fighting the system. You guys are already on page 110, so look at the first paragraph. 210. The first paragraph. So I'm going to read this out loud, and then as I'm reading it, I want you to think of what you could annotate in this paragraph, and then you're going to talk with your partner, and then you're going to share out. We've had really good discussions, but I want to hear from more of you, okay? So please brainstorm with your partner after I read it out loud, because I want to hear from more voices, okay? The savage stood looking on. Oh, brave new world! Oh, brave new world! In his mind, the singing words seemed to change their tone. They had mocked him through his misery and remorse, mocked him with how hideous a note of cynical derision. Fiendishly laughing, they had insisted on the low squalor, the nauseous ugliness of the nightmare. Now suddenly they trumpeted a call to arms. Oh, brave new world! Miranda was proclaiming the possibility of loveliness, the possibility of transforming even the nightmare into something fine and noble. Oh, brave new world! It was a challenge, a command. With your table partner, annotate it so we could have more voices heard.
So like pretty much like I'm saying what he said in the first song or shape and tone. They don't know
There's no beauty in
say like pretty much so like he was better off saying
'30 seconds!
like Gandhi.
Five, four, three, two, one. Now it's closed.
Christian, with the history and private discussion.
Well, we said that John before, when he was in a savage reservation, he thought that the outside world would be all good and peaceful. But now that he's actually there and been through everything, he thinks the opposite in a different tone, because now he sees how it really is not so good and happy.
I agree with Christian, because in the beginning when he was in the savage reservation, it was like he was innocent. So then everything that he learned from the Shakespeare books that he read, he thought that everything was beautiful and good. And now that he came to the brave new world, he pretty much lost his innocence, and he knew that it was all the opposite, and that everything he thought was good was now bad.
I agree with both of them, because John, like, I think he was better off staying, like, he was more happy in the Savage Reservation than he is in Brave New World, because how they all said, like, these, like, on the book it says, they had mocked him through his miserable and remorse. Like, ever since he read that book, he has taken that book to heart, because I'm a... Huh? Yeah, like it relates to him. Like these words, like I guess, affected him a lot, because, like, ever since he came to Brave New World, he thought it was like a good place. But then, like later on, he found like the bad stuff about it. So all the things they told him that, oh, it's a good place to be in, and then it came out to be a lie.
But do you think his perspective changed when his mom, because his mom died because of Soma, do you think that's why he's like more against braving the world?
You can say that, but like at the same time, like you know how before he would like always talk about the other side, and then that actually hurt him a lot because Soma killed his mom and stuff, and then he's angry about the fact how these people are still taken, and they don't know the effect of it.
Okay, how can you compare like the music video to this one?
Okay, so right now, talk with your table partner. The connection of the video to chapter 15.
Yeah, he was because he was like still in that moment. Kind of like when they was his mom died. So basically, how you was gonna ask me.
Okay, 30 seconds, wrap up.
Okay, so who asked like maybe Natalie?
Well, me and Michelle were discussing that, like it relates to Brave New World because, like you know how they're addicted to Soma.
Yeah.
Like right now, in the video, they're addicted to shuffling.
Correct. Anyone else? Adonis?
I wanted to add on to Natalie, and then like in the beginning, like they see this guy like what is he doing, and like John is like in the book he's all like well like Soma, like someone's taking over him, and then like that one guy who helped him, he was like oh put these on, and like that's the thing that John like I guess John has that because like it is he's not conditioned to Soma, so like that makes him immune to like the stuff he's on, so he talks about it and stuff.
Nando?
I agree with Natalie and Adonis because the shuffling represents how the society is so addicted to Soma and how they can't stop. And the man who just popped up like all of a sudden represents John because he's like basically like trying to stop it and like let them free, but everybody's like so I think it's steadfast that they can't like change their minds about it. And like how everything was like a mess, it shows like how careless one is about like the society and its environment.
Yeah. Brian?
I would like to add on like, how they're just following along when Hemlots come in, and he's like helping John, and then Bernard comes in. Like that's how basically the hierarchy we're acting right now, because they're just playing along to what's going on. That's what Hemlots.
Me and Rafa discussed that at the beginning of the video, you know how the guy woke up and thought it was like a nightmare? They related because in the beginning it says on page 209 how he woke up once more to external
Pause for a second, Yummy. Everyone, go to 209. Where on 209?
at the beginning of the page, like the third sentence.
Could you read it nice and loud?
Okay. He woke up once more to external reality, looking around him, knew what he saw, knew it with a sinking sense of horror and disgust for the recurrent delirium of his days and nights, the nightmare of swarming indistinguishable shameness. So it kind of related because he kind of looked like he was lost in a way. Steven?
I'm gonna add on what Fernando was saying. It's gonna be on page 209 and 2010. In the middle of 209 it says Soma distribution, and continue it to the next page on the bottom it says stop how the savage, because they're referring to John in a loud and ringing voice, stop. we're just comparing it on how the man came, and in the music video, how he came and just told them to play along with it, on how John is trying to change, you know, some people's society the way in there, because well, in his point of view, like he's tired of, you know, seeing how their addiction is to someone.
I think that John and that man who came up on the video, I think it's like in all the cultures that they all have like a prophecy of a savior coming to bring freedom or some sort of like relief from like control. So I think that's what that man represents, a prophecy or a prophet.
There's a quote, like in the third paragraph, it says, "Poison to soul as well as body." What do you think that? Jocelyn?
I think, well, it's pretty straightforward. He's saying that soma is poison, even though what they think is, you know, soma is good for them. Soma is like makes them feel better, but to him, it's really tainting the soul. It's like tainting their whole body, because as they grow, they're all youth looking and stuff, but they'll never like actually grow on the inside. Like they're children inside, and then like as they grow, they don't really learn much, just what they're conditioned to do.
I guess what Jocelyn, like, I'm gonna add on to what she said. Like, I guess he's trying to say like, they don't really don't have souls because they don't do like what they want, because they're like too busy being brainwashed and being conditioned by the soma in the society. And then like, he's saying they poison, like, yeah, like pretty much. What did you say?
Carlos?
I wanted to add what Donna was saying, that poison to the body is like, it not only changes the body but it kills the soul, because they lose their feelings and all that, and all they feel is just happiness instead of sad or any love or any of that.
I agree with Carlos, because I'm guessing that with soma you only feel fake happiness, and if you're poisoned to the soul, you don't have real emotions like passion and stuff. So like, it actually kills your lifespan, and it also kills your true emotions.
Steven?
I want to add on and agree with both of them, because going back to chapter when Bernard and Lenina were barely going to the savage reservation, when Lenina saw, you know, what's real on the outside of her, you know, the world she's usually in, she realizes that, you know, the real thing, you know, which start talking about the, you know, the Indians, and that's when she tells Bernard, you know, that she wishes she has a soma. And going back to, you know, chapter 15, it says, you know, that John feels that, you know, it's a poison for them, because, you know, it's not only killing the inside of the body, but it's actually killing, you know, their feelings and the, you know, their real, you know, senses that they have.
I just wanted to add on, like, to what Jocelyn said, I think, about how Linda was talking about the soma, how she wanted it. Like, I guess it affects the soul, because soma stays with you for a long time, as Linda just proved that she wanted it when she was in the reservation.
I agree with everybody, because like it's like a poison, and it like takes away what humans are supposed to be, like what they're supposed to feel, and it's like fake happiness, and then that's why they don't do nothing against, like, to rebel against like the society they're in, because if they're happy, like there's nothing that they can do about it. So just like play along with it.
I agree with Johnny, because it's true, like, if you're happy, like, you're gonna keep wanting, like, to be happy. You don't want to be sad and miserable, because you're happy with your life. And then I guess the other reason why they don't want to break free from it, because they don't know how, because they're like I don't want to say dumb, but like actually, yeah, sort of dumb, because they don't know how, like, to fight against the system.